Well, welcome back to the Prospect Hub. We're talking about Mets prospects. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on Wednesday. It started happening on Tuesday. Let's start off on what's going on Wednesday. Alvarez starts rehab, and Jonah makes season debut. And this is from Mesmerized. Minor season's in full swing with all four of the New York Mets full season affiliates playing on Wednesday. Mets 2024 second round pick Jonathan Santucci made his pro debut early on Wednesday for the Cyclones. Now, I would mention he pitched earlier today. He went 4 innings, gave 2 runs. I'll get you more update. I'll get you a full update on him when I get a chance. Santucci, again, struck out 6 over 4 innings of 2-run balls in the Cyclones 7-2 win. Boston Barrow hit his first home run of the season. We run down the Mets minor leagues lineups. With the Syracuse Mets, we got Jose Azocar, Billy McKinney, John Singleton, Joey Manassas, Donovan Walton, Luke Ritter, Jackson Reitz, Diego Castillo, and Luis de los Santos, and of course Blade Tidwell started. I expect somebody to come up here soon, particularly if Brett Beatty and Luis and Halcuni do not hit. They're going to bring somebody else, especially with Jeff McNeil getting close to being ready on his rehab. The Binghamton Club, this is the Roan Ponies. We got Jet Williams, that's second best prospect, best position player, Nick Morbido, who Gary Cohen calls the future of the Mets. Ryan Clifford, Nick LaRusso. Keep an eye on Clifford and his development this year. Nick LaRusso, Yanni Hernandez, Rowdy Jordan, Alex Ramirez, Matt O'Neill, and William Lugo. Right-handed John Tong makes his first start of the season after impressing in the spring breakout game last month. Tong jumped into BP's baseball prospectus as his top 101 prospects before the season after striking out a whopping 160 batters over 113 innings last year. Now, Tong is an interesting case because he's a graduate of the pitching lab. In 2023, he walked a ton of batters, like almost 7 to 8 batters per 9 inning. And then last year, he changed that. It was like cut it in half. And that's why he's taken a major step forward. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's a big prospect. So, the St. Lucie Mets, we got Jeremy Rodriguez, Francisco Alvarez batting second. Beginning of his rehab. I believe he walked in his first at bat. Jesus Baez, A.J. Ewing, Trey Schneider, Trace Wilhoit, Simon Juan, Willie Fanis, and Jonathan Enriquez. Righty Ramon Gomez is making his 2025 debut after missing all of the 24 season. Gomez has an electric fastball that has reached 103 miles per hour. Keep an eye on him for the Mets later on this season because they will push him hard. The thought was that he was going to be with the club last year. So keep an eye on him. They could push him hard and get him to the majors very, very quickly this year. There aren't too many relievers that are considered, and he's a reliever. He's going to be a reliever. I mean, they just want to get his innings in and get him ready for the season, to be honest with you. Now, here's Tuesday's wrap-up of what happened in the minor leagues. And let's start with Mesmerized again. He did a great job. Serrano homers again. So Eli Serrano the third hit another home run. Here's AAA. Again, the Syracuse Mets are a terrible team as a group, and they lost 7-2 to the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Joey Manassas went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and an RBI. 2 doubles and a walk. John Singleton went 1 for 3, hit 14 home runs in the majors last year. That's a guy that could come up and help the Mets. 1 run scored, a home run, an RBI, and a strikeout. Billy McKinney, a guy that's been with the Mets before. Keep an eye on him. He might be somewhere in the majors this year. Went 3 for 5, an RBI. Syracuse pitching struggles to hold down the Iron Pigs lineup. Syracuse dropped the series opener against Lehigh Valley 7-2. Joey Manassas continued to be a bright spot in the Mets lineup, adding 2 more doubles to his impressive 2025 tally of 10. Oh, that's pretty good. Newly signed, John Singleton launched his first AAA Syracuse homer. Jordan Giba went 2 into Dorzenes, gave a run, a hit, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Grant Hardwig pitched 1 1/3 innings, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Sean Reed Foley went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a home run. Genesis Cabrera pitched an inning, gave it 3 earned runs and 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Oofa. Boy, oh boy, that's terrible. The Rumble Ponies lost 1-0 to the Hartford Yard Goats. It's easy for me to say. Eli Serrano III went 2 for 3 with a run scored after he hit a home run, a double, 2 RBIs, and a walk. His OPS 1630. He's getting off to a hot start. Chris Suarez went 1 for 4 with a double. Keep an eye on him. He might be in the majors. I mean, he's playing first, but he could catch 2. 2 strikeouts, 1385 OPS. Jacob Reimer went 1 for 4 with a run scored, 2 strikeouts. His OPS is 1121. The Mets pitching side for the Cyclones, R.J. Gordon went 4 1/3 innings with 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Ryan Lambert pitched 1 inning, struck out 3. Right-handed pitcher Saul Garcia pitched 1 inning and struck out 1. R.J. Gordon, the Mets' 13th round selection in last year's draft, made a successful professional debut on Tuesday. The University of Oregon alum held his own, battling through 4 3 1/3 innings and route to a no decision. Fellow 2024 draftee Ryan Lambert struck out all 3 batters faced in the 8th inning. Lambert was up to 97 in his outing, which took place in awful baseball conditions, with the real field the first pitch at 24 degrees. Oof. I don't know why I didn't play earlier. Nobody in the ballpark. The St. Lucie Mets lost to the Lakeland Flying Tigers 6-4. Willie Fannis went 3 for 4 with a double. Left fielder Drew Gilbert went 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 walks. A.J. Ewing, keep an eye on him. He's an interesting player. He went 2 for 4 with a stolen base, 1071 OPS. Despite collecting 11 hits from 7 different players, the St. Lucie Mets fell to the Lakeland Flying Tigers on Tuesday. Drew Gilbert continues his rehab assignment in Low A after suffering an off-season setback in his hamstring injury recovery. His journey back to AAA Syracuse lineup will be something to monitor in the early part of the minor league season. They probably got him playing in Florida just so they keep him out of the cold weather. Once the weather gets warm, they'll put him there. That's probably what they'll do. Mets catcher Francisco Alvarez will join St. Lucie on Wednesday, which you know about. Will Watson pitched 4 1/3 innings, no hits, 1 run, which was unearned, and 7 strikeouts. Right-handed pitcher Josh Boone pitched 2 1/3 innings with 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Watson was electric in his first professional start. The St. Lucie Mets he impressed on Tuesday by striking out 7 Flying Tigers without allowing a single walk. University of Southern California product was selected in the 7th round of the 2024 draft. His fastball was up to 97 at 21 miles per hour, while his slider got 5 whiffs on 6 swings. So, a lot of prospects made their their professional debut yesterday. R.J. Gordon, Ryan Lambert, or their season debut, and of course Will Watson. So this is a very, very encouraging sign. And also, all the pitchers that most of the pitchers the Mets selected in the draft last year were guys that had been in college, and a lot of them had injuries in college, and the Mets selected them to have like these high-end pitching. So if they pitch really well, they're gonna, fulfill their potential. They can really pitch really well at the major league level. The Mets have done a great job, especially last year, in what they were looking for in terms of their prospects. Again, like I've mentioned before, the 2021 draft, which was the Zach Scott draft, is a bust. Okay, very few players are left on that team that are going to be anything good. 22 drafters in terms of question mark. The number 1 guy in that draft is a major question mark. He might be not a prospect anymore. That's Kevin Parada. And the 23 number 1 pick the Mets had, and Colin Houck, he's another guy that is a question mark, and that he might not be any good either. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. So far, the Mets prospects from last year have just, we're getting started in the season. They've all performed well for the most part. So, but thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to Prospect Hut, and I'll see you later.